A greater disciple would be the one who not only learns from the Master, but the one who learns the Master himself. May the peace and joy of Christ be with you today. Today's gospel presents before us two things to ponder upon. First, a blind man cannot lead another blind. Secondly, we should not judge anyone being blind to one's own self. It is an unfortunate reality that most of the time we end up being blind leaders. We are not sure about the things that we are leading the people to. We are not sure about the way that we lead the people to something. And today Jesus also speaks about a disciple and master relationship. A disciple is not greater than the master, but the disciple can become like the master. The word disciple comes from the Latin word discere, meaning to learn. The first and foremost call of a disciple is to learn from the master by sitting at the feet of the master or guru or a teacher. Learning from the master, focusing on the master, learning from the master the words and the deeds that come from the master. A greater disciple would be the one who not only learns from the master, but the one who learns the master himself. Learning the unspoken and unexpressed words and intentions and the gestures and the mind of the master. He shall become like the master. Once the disciple becomes like the master, he would behave like the master. And that's what Jesus expects from every disciple. That disciple would know where he is leading the others to. Because the master is the light. The master removes and dispels the darkness from the life of a disciple. And therefore, the disciple would be filled with the light with which he can lead the others. And sometimes we also see people who always find fault with others and accuse others and blame others and project everything on the others, even when they are drowning in all those errors and mistakes. They are blind to themselves, but then they point to the others. Pope Benedict XVI, while he was still Cardinal Ratzinger, asserted that those adoptive Christianities are the most threatening danger. That is, those persons who boast of their Christianity, but in real practice, their behavior do not manifest the real characteristic radicalism of the gospel. To be a radical is not to be a fanatic or a moderate. It is to be charitable, patient, and tolerant. Jesus himself was a radical, but not a fanatic, not immoderate. And that's why St. John Paul II says, the crucified Lord is the perfect model and example for patience, charity, and tolerance. He was not a fanatic, he was not immoderate, he was but a radical. And today Jesus invites us to be a radical disciple who would learn from the Master or learn the Master, so that we can be great leaders who would lead people by the light of faith, by the light of Christ. And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. May the light of Christ redeem us. Amen.